الله أكبر أصلا بس هو قال الله أكبر خلاص بس خلاص بس لا ما نسوي لهم دعاية.
إيه لا مع إن their artwork was nice.
تدري بس أنا توقعتها أشرح من داخل من الصور.
It's an older, I think it's older, it's just renovated. I know Lily was asking about the.
إيه هو المبنى نفسه قديم
إيه.
ميددينه مسوينه. شنو قلت؟ شنو قلت؟ ما شنو قلت؟ شنو قلت؟ أوكي. take 5. take 5.
مجددين.
لا أنا أقول من عمر الدنيا أنا أقول ميددين صح أحمد ولا لا؟ استغفر الله إحنا عيال رميثية غير. يبي أمك راح تفهمني. أنت مو بنت رميثية أنت بنت مشرف.
Alright, we're rolling. They see me rolling.
They hate. أو هذه الأغنية
هو he said talk وعشان نبلش okay.
You guys started already. You were talking. I'm like, I was hoping that خلاص you just continue. You stopped and you're like, okay.
ما تعرف. هي ما تعرف. هي لازم إن hello everyone. أيوة.
okay.
لا
لأن آخر مرة الانترو شوي كان من ليت يمكن عيوني.
أحس أبي أحط كل هذا اللي توا صار. أحس أبي أحطه.
إيه بس في أشياء.
إيه.
بس في أشياء we have to.
هذا البداية.
Yeah.
من يعني starting talking about the hotel onwards إنه we can. إنزين شنو هاي طاسة الميوة اللي جايبتها اليوم؟
So I told you I had something up my sleeve, right?
Yeah, always. You always have something up your sleeve. That's the problem.
Yeah, and since the last 2 episodes we're talking about fruits.
Yeah.
And you're a deer in headlights, as you would say.
Yes, always when it comes to fruits.
So I brought you a couple of exotic fruits for you to try. Since I assume some you haven't tried.
أكيد هو for sure يعني.
All right, let me see.
إنزين.
Are you ready?
يلا.
I got this
يعني I don't know.
beautiful bowl of fruits over here.
إنزين.
Some you might know, some you might know.
والله أنا ما أعرف صراحة إلا هذه.
Rambutan.
أي.
You're gonna eat everything.
هذا أعرفه بس I have
each, right?
tried.
You know what? I'll eat with you, but you're gonna eat one of each.
إنزين. Okay.
And this is an apple, obviously, but it's a special apple.
لا يكون it tastes like cherry or whatever.
No.
Because I've had those.
No, it doesn't taste like cherries. It's something special.
Okay.
You know what this is?
No.
I know you like your fidgel and your radish.
Yes,
but it's
I do.
not a radish or fidgel.
I was hoping
it was. A birdie told me that was your favorite.
Oh yeah, I'm such a radish girl. I don't know why, but I do.
That's very rare.
It's very random as well. So.
All right, what else? Do you know? Tell me the rest.
I don't know what that is.
It looks like a potato, right? Mini potato.
It looks like knar.
No, it's بس لا يعني it looks like a mini potato. A lot of people say it's a longan.
I don't know.
It's kind of like the sister of lychee.
Yes.
It's not lychee season, so I couldn't find your lychees. Love
I've
lychees.
tried lychees before.
I assumed this too.
I've tried
and I love my lychees, but this is like kind of similar.
Okay.
Just different vibe. So the longan, the rambutan, and the lychee are all kind of within the same family, I assume, or like the same thing. It's just they have different textures and different flavors.
Tamam. So I don't know if you know this about myself, but like I eat fruits. I don't necessarily not eat fruits.
With your cheese.
With my cheese, of course, as I said in the previous episode. But بنفس الوقت, at the same time, I stick to what I love, and that's it. And I'm not into sour fruits. I'm more into the sweet fruits.
I think none of these are sour.
Yeah, so okay, that's check.
Okay.
I love my pomegranates.
I love pomegranates.
I love my cherries.
We love our cherries. It was I think it's the end of cherry season.
And peaches. Like
stone
these three.
Fruits.
Yes.
Yeah,
like these three are my top favorites. But like as I said, I stick to the sweet pomegranate and the sweet cherries and the
Tarts.
sweet but not the sour. I don't like the tartness of it, the sourness.
The citrus, you mean?
Yeah, I don't like it.
No, none of this is citrus.
Like when I'm eating like a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, the medicine go down. No? Okay. And
then this one, do you know what this is?
No, I don't actually.
This is jackfruit. But obviously it's been peeled. It's the bulbs of a jackfruit. Usually it will be this huge. I couldn't bring in this huge jackfruit. And it's because I think it was they removed the bulbs. It's not as ripe as usual. So this is maybe like, it's sweet, but it's like, usually it's softer.
Okay, so it's going to be harder, let's say.
Crunchier.
And so which one do you think I should try first?
I don't know. Hard to.
As an
actually,
intro.
this is a mangosteen, right? I have a cool...
I've seen this before, but I haven't tried it.
I have a cool fact for you. You see these in the bottom? Ooh. This shape, like the flower shape? Supposedly, this is how many... You know how like when you open it, it looks like a garlic ball?
Yeah. Sure.
So this is these, like the flower kind of things. It tells you how many... what are they called? The bulbs.
So I have 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have 7.
Yeah.
Whoa.
See, that's a cool fact I read somewhere.
Interesting, but it's really beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
Okay, so how do we cut it, and how do we eat it? Yeah, show us.
They do some, like the peel is actually really beneficial. It's high in antioxidants. They do mangosteen peel. You can take it as like a powder, as a superfood powder.
So I dry it up, and then basically...
Kind of like the pomegranate...
Yeah.
So it's, like the pomegranate, what's it called, peel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they... same family, antioxidants.
For a fact, I used to use the pomegranate peel or the shell of it.
As a scrub.
No, I used to dry it, mix it with other natural ingredients as well as a scrub, because I used to have I used to basically have really bad cystic acne when I was a teenager.
So all natural.
Extremely bad.
Did it work?
It was, oh my God, it was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. So
how do you open it?
Exactly.
Right.
Yalla, teach us.
Just squeeze it. But some of them are harder than others. Squeeze it.
Okay.
Open. This is...
I'm not going to be able to squeeze it, just saying.
Let's see. Oh, this opened up because it was smaller. It didn't open up very well.
Okay.
But let me give you a piece. Here, you can...
This one, does it taste like the custard Because I know
apple custard.
Because one of the fruits, I know it tastes like custard.
It's not custard. هذاك it's apple custard or cherimoya, as they would say it. Let me get you some tissue.
Oh my God, it tastes really good.
I told you.
It tastes really good. ترى جد لذيذ.
You know, also مرة I found at in Chinatown in London, they were selling the freeze-dried ones as well, like as a snack. It's really good as well.
لا, I think this is going to be my new habba. Honestly speaking.
If you were to go to Thailand or Indonesia, they sell it by like on the streets, street vendors on the side. And it smells really good.
It does smell really good. But it tastes amazing. Okay, Allah, I'm excited. Yalla, what's
on
next?
to the next.
Yeah.
What do you want to try next?
Yeah, wait, there's one left, you guys. I'm not gonna, I'm enjoying this right now. Okay.
All right. There's tissue if you want. What do you want to try next?
You tell me.
I mean, this one, if you want to try it, this is a Thai guava. It's a guava, but with the red shell, red peel.
Yesterday, I was eating a pink guava ice cream.
From the inside. Have you eaten a real one before?
No.
Oh my God, it's so
pink
good.
guava ice cream.
It's
yesterday.
green from the outside, pink from the inside. They're usually sweeter.
I'm not a guava person. And you eat it with the pink shell. It's fine, huh?
Sweeter.
I don't know if I like it.
I eat it and it reminds me of the taste of Thailand. I don't know why.
I don't want to go to Thailand if it tastes like this. I want to go to Thailand when it tastes like this only. I don't know, because it's bitter and it's
sweet. It has a sweetness to it.
No, it doesn't have a sweetness to it. لا والله ما في. مو كيفك.
All this is not sweet?
والله مو كيفك. This was sweet, yes. This was sweet.
It's a different sweetness.
لا باصج ما أبي. خيرة. لا. It's good, but this one is better. Sorry, and you literally started with something really good.
The star of the show.
You really started with something really good.
Okay, since you know this,
But I don't know how to like cut it open because like usually they use the knife.
You can use a knife. You can use a knife. We have a knife here, or you can use same thing like your fingers or like opening it.
Sure.
And it literally looks like a.
But there's no taste to this.
I don't know. Your taste buds are very like this is sweet, but this is more on the like comparing to a. What is it called? Comparing to a lychee, this is not as juicy as a lychee. Lychee has more juice.
No, I like this. I've had this before. I love it.
Thank God. Something very... something familiar. This is my mom's favorite, actually. This and this.
No, this is number one and this is number two.
Since we're on the same family, let's taste this one.
I'm just going to keep this for later. Like, it's so good.
This is a peel. Same thing. You peel it off with your finger. It's the same family as that. A little tinier.
كل أشياء تلغوص ما في شيء ماسك كل أشياء شفافة يا عبتلي. Everything is clear. I swear to God. What is this called?
Guava. Red Thai guava.
Red Thai guava. This is the only thing that's not clear. Look at it.
This looks like a fish eye or something, an eyeball.
And you're just gonna tell me this as I'm it
tastes sweet. I promise you, it tastes sweet. طعمه same family. This is sweeter than this, I think. This has more tartness to it, but less juicy. They're all the same familia.
معاناة ما يسوى.
أكيد you saw this one.
Well, it's too small. Wait. This is يعني.
Yeah, this I can finish the whole packet in one sitting. I just like open, eat, forget.
I feel so sorry for this fruit to be eaten.
Why?
Like it's so tiny.
It's longan. I've actually also got it from a Chinese market, a dried version of it. It's really good as well.
Aslan, this looks dried. Like I thought.
No, like the actual
slimy part of it.
No, yeah, I think the dried mangoes or dried pineapples. I've tried that.
God, I love dried mangoes.
Oh my God, I love dried.
Not
fruits.
the sugary outer part.
The non-sugary.
The non-sugary, the full
That's
organic.
An addiction. I stopped buying it because I'll finish it in one day.
Oh my God, it's so good. Okay.
Yeah, this is the scary looking one.
It looks like a cactus meets a papaya meets. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
I think it's called the spiky melon. Dragon melon.
Okay.
You wanna?
How?
So basically you cut it. This one you need to actually cut with it. And then the inside is similar to kind of between a melon and not the texture, but the flavor, and a cucumber kind of thing. I'm gonna cut it.
I was okay till you said cucumber.
But
like,
no, yeah,
I love my cucumbers, but I don't want a melon to meet my cucumber.
Because a lot of these exotic fruits, their flavors. Okay, look at it from the inside. See?
Okay, it looks like an orange from like some sort of an orange cucumber.
It has a very like a melony, cucumbery smell to it.
I swear to God, it smells like peanut butter. I swear to God, it smells like peanut butter. When you mix like cucumber juice with peanut butter, this is what it smells like.
I don't know if I want to do envision that or imagine that. You want to try it?
I need someone else to smell it because, like, please, Ahmad. Please. Peanut butter meets cucumber juice.
It smells like pomegranate to me.
See, I told you it's like watery, like a melon.
انت قاعد تقولين melon ما شنو. أحمد تعال.
It does not smell like peanut butter at all.
أعطي أحمد وراك.
Kind of.
Yeah. Your smell buds are.
My smell buds on fleek.
You want to try it? You can cut a piece, like a little piece from the side.
Like, how do you eat
usually
this?
I think you need a spoon.
I think so.
But you can just...
But it's fine, it's fine.
And eat it like this.
Okay. Let's try it, you guys.
Does it taste like peanut butter? That is the question. Your face is giving me expressions.
ما حبيت. لا خيار باصج. خيار قديم لا. لا I love my cucumbers, don't get me wrong. I can eat cucumbers all day every day, but like لا. لا. Nope. Nope. ايش في لي خيار؟ لا.
I'm sorry.
لا خزعبلاتك هذه ما بيها. لا بغير طعم حلجي.
Alright.
الله يزيد النعمة. طع هذا زينة. أشو عندي واحد ثاني وثالث. لا. عيني بعد لا تشوفه. بس خلاص هي قاعد تبكي حاليا.
You're killing me, silly like cats. My eyes are like just gone. My eyes are gone.
ما بقينا هنا. قاعد أسوي cleansing in my palate. هذا يتاكل مو؟
What is this?
شو اسمه اللي داخله؟
I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried it. Is it?
لأن في ناس يقولون مبلى. Some people say you can eat it because it's like an almond.
Yeah, kind of like the apricot.
It's edible, but like sometimes it's extremely bitter.
No, but for some you have to be careful because for some they could be like kind of poisonous.
I think I'm not sure, honestly.
All right. Next one. Obviously, this is not the best representation of a jackfruit because it's been peeled, pre-peeled. It would have been better if I got you the real big one.
Okay.
But they go up to يعني عادي 20 kilos.
Oh.
Yeah, they're huge. And they're the huge ones that are spiky.
Okay, I've seen pictures of them.
They're like the kind of the sister of the durian.
Okay. Was that one that smells really nasty?
Durian.
The durian one?
Yeah, but actually tastes good. Durian
But it
tastes
smells
good.
nasty.
It just smells very... And
This reminds me of, to be honest, I don't know what the literal translation of knar is. But it's like I don't...
Jujube, I think.
I don't know, honestly. But like I don't eat it. And I know it's extremely famous here in Kuwait.
Yeah.
But I don't eat it because it smells bad. But I know...
There's the green one doesn't smell though. Like, you know, the green...
No, but once it turns a bit yellowish...
Yeah.
This is when it smells bad, but I know like my mom loves it.
Yeah,
like,
it's a very traditional kind of thing. Even my whole family likes it too.
So
and this one actually, you know, the jackfruit is very versatile. This one's ripe, so you can eat it as is. But
so how do you eat it? Because
you just eat it. Oh, they remove the seed. There's usually a seed inside, and actually,
like here, basically. Okay.
The seed actually, if you boil it and cook it, you can do it kind of like in a full mudammas kind of.
Okay.
I've done it before. Where
like hummus type of.
Yeah, you can actually.
dip.
It's very high in like fatty acids and antioxidants.
Okay.
And this one you just eat it. Obviously, it's not as soft. And then there's also with jackfruit, it's very versatile. Very versatile because when it's not ripe, they use it a lot in vegan cooking where you they have it like not ripe jackfruit and they sell it sometimes in cans or whatever, and you cook.
I've seen that. I've seen
like
that.
Chicken.
I've seen that. So you eat it like that.
It's a little not on the sweeter side. It's usually sweeter.
طعمه فلين. Amar, do you want some? Are you sure? Please. Ahmed, do you want some?
I'll try it.
Please try it. Please.
It's good. It's just that.
It's good. It's good.
As I told it's not the best representation because it's not.
لا شوفي the flavor profile it doesn't smell that good.
It smells like a rotten mango.
Yes.
But taste it. It does not
True.
taste like that.
The flavor profile is not that strong, but the sensation is filling.
I know what I'm tasting.
هو ما في طعم وايد قوي.
Because it's, as I told you, it's not the best representation. To have it as the best.
بس حاولت ما بي. ما بي لا.
I feel like I'm betting on nothing.
ما في طعم. يعني هو قاعد ياكل. اي هو قاعد ياكل اكثر
Otherwise, you
مسكين.
get the best experience because this has been.
اصلا ريحة ايدي صارت خايسة. باي ذا واي يعني ريحة ايدي صارت خايسة منه. I swear وع الله يزيد النعمة. اما نسكر الحلقة.
تنزل ما أعرف.
اختنق عمر اختنق. الله اكبر اصلا بس هو قال الله اكبر خلاص بس خلاص. هذه حالتنا اليوم بالحلقة. احنا هذه حالتنا اليوم.
Salut.
ايش تبي؟
Go easy on me شوية اليوم please.
والله العظيم انت اللي جو ايزي اون مي. قاعد ناكل فواكه. حالتنا كثيفة.
You see my eyes? خلاص my makeup is gone.
ابوي قاعد تبكي هي مو قاعد شو اسمه.
دشت بلا كوفينة.
وايد حر. I don't mind holding a snake, but when it has that slime on it.
هذا السنيل. I had a friend who bought actually ما ادري 3 snails. كانت تقعد كذي she used to like put them on her face kind of like they just like walk.
Just buy the snail mousse and.
But she wanted to go like full organic.
Yeah, but.
So she bought 3 and then she would like lay down and like put them on her cheek or
لما
whatever.
رحنا when we went to Amman hiking, the girls saw me. They're like, Farah, first time we see you like this because my shoes were slippery, so I had to take them off. I was doing the whole hike barefoot. It was on the water trails, but there's some rocks where it has like algae on it, and I was disgusted. I was like, oh, slime, oh, slime. They're like, Farah, this is not you. And I'm like,
متعودين عليه.
I'm like, I just hate slime. Is that are we rolling? Oui.
إيه عادي
Is
عادي.
it? You killed me, Msa'a.
Thank you, but like that wasn't my intention.
You killed me. You always kill me. So this is an apple, right?
Last one,
Yeah,
right?
it's the last one.
Okay.
Promise.
إنزين.
It's an apple.
Okay.
It looks very innocent and simple. They call it the kissable apple, literally.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
I'm gonna show you why. Because
It's red inside or pink? Yes, it's pink inside.
and it tastes nice. Yeah, it tastes like a normal apple. It's just very.
As I told you, I've had an apple where it's pink inside, but it tastes like cherries.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I also was trying to find you. They have.
Can I go in like this?
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's normal.
It's an apple.
It's actually one of the best apples I've had because I love red apples, but we don't get the really good ones in Kuwait. So this is a really
This is a French apple, supposedly.
no. This is a really good apple. Like the sweetness, the tartiness of it, it's really good. So okay, I can see myself eating that.
I was also trying to get you cotton candy grapes.
I've tried those.
Oh my god, my
I've tried
favorite
them.
grapes. I love them.
I've tried those.
And when you freeze them,
They're like ice cream popsicles.
amazing. Yeah.
No, I've tried those because I had a friend who worked in exotic fruits, like as a business. So she would like get me all of these. But so far, still my favorite is the mangosteen. That صح اسمه?
Mangosteen.
I love that.
Well, I'm glad I exposed you to some new fruits.
Yeah, but
And one of them is going to be a staple. There's a lot more, but
no, I think this is going to be a staple as well because I need to eat more apples.
Because, an apple a day keeps
the doctor away. But no, this is actually really good.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for that. But like, I didn't have to go through that, but thank you.
You had to get exposed. You had to try it. I'm happy you did. I'm happy you want to keep it as a snack? No? All right. Fruits are gone.
Oh my God.
We are done.
Oh my God. That was a good round.
That was a good round.
But I don't want to do it again.
No, hopefully. Unfortunately, there's a couple of other fruits that I would love for you to try, but we don't have them readily available here.
Insane.
Like the mame sapote.
Yeah.
Which kind of like, it's usually in the South America, Caribbean, Florida. That's kind of the taste of it is between like a sweet potato and a pumpkin. And it has like cinnamon flavors to it. It's like cinnamon apple pie, pumpkin pie or whatever.
Yeah. Whoa. I can use me a pumpkin pie.
Whatever I find, I'll try to bring you.
Oh my God. I can't do this again. I can't do this again. Oh my God. You can get me mangosteens whenever, wherever. But
we didn't even get into the mangoes. There's different also types of mangoes.
I love mangoes.
There's the red Florida mango. That's my favorite. You eat it. It's like sorbet because it doesn't have the strings. Alfonso is a top. There's also one from Sri Lanka. It's called Atualfo, something like that. It's really
no lo
good.
sé.
A lot there. Mangoes, like that needs a whole episode, just types of mangoes.
Just types of mangoes. Okay, just don't try them on me, please. Please.
Now you're not a deer in headlights. You've been removed from the headlights.
I've been moved on.
You've graduated to the next level. About that, actually, we've both had very, very different experiences with living abroad. I know you didn't go to college and abroad, but I've had a different experience. You've had different experience, but we've both experienced living abroad.
Yeah. So basically, I worked there.
Where?
I worked abroad. I worked specifically in Madrid, Spain. But I want you first to talk about your university life, because like we want to tackle both aspects, like university lifestyle, studying abroad.
I studied abroad twice, though.
I know, but
university and high school.
Yes. So we do want to tackle first a student life and then a college life, and then we'll tackle later on work-life balance.
Do you have that balance?
Well, surprisingly, in Spain, yes, we kind of did.
Because that siesta, right?
Definitely, it was because of the siesta. So I'll get into that later on, but like I still want to hear.
Where do I start?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep it as brief as I can, because if I were to talk about it, it's gonna need maybe 3 parts of an episode. Of episodes, sorry. Because I did 1 year in high school as an exchange student. And it was grade 11.
Yeah, it was the YES program.
The YES program with Amethyst. Thanks to my neighbor, Abrar. She was the one that went before me. And we used to in the summertime in London, we used to meet up every summer. And when she just came back from her trip, because she's older than me, she was telling me all about her experience. And she was like, yeah, highly recommend it. I was like, sold. Sign me up. Where? I literally went to my dad. I'm like, there's this program that I want to go. And he's like, okay, go. Like, try. Because I think I was just independent since I was a kid.
You were.
And it wasn't my first time traveling with the school or with on a trip. So I just signed up for it. Without even any second thoughts, just went ahead, signed up, was super excited. Didn't even have any doubts or anything. Got accepted. I remember one of my friends, she was with me as well. I kind of convinced her. I was like, yalla, let's do it. She's like, yalla, let's do it. And we did it. I got accepted into the program. And then from there, they would place you with families. Mm-hmm. You live with them for a whole year. And obviously, you don't know who the family is until you get there. I mean, when you get accepted before, you can get in contact with them. And at that time, there wasn't phones or WhatsApp or whatever. It was just through email or online, the computer. I got accepted, and I was accepted into a family in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, like in the Fort Lauderdale Broward area, which is about kind of like a 30 to 45 minute away from Miami. And to tell you, that was one of the best life-changing experiences I've ever had in my life, that shaped who I am and who I was later on, is an understatement.
Okay.
I met people from all over the world that I am still in contact with, because the programs, what they do is they bring from students from all over the world, from Pakistan, from India, from Sri Lanka, from Yemen, from Bahrain, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand,
Wow,
Palestine, Lebanon, Korea, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, probably forgetting a lot of other countries, but Venezuela.
Okay.
So we would all meet up when we first go. We all met up in DC for orientation, and that's when you met everyone. Everyone's on the same page as you. And everyone's like very excited to go into this new experience, and we would go there, have our orientation, and then from there everyone would like spread out to wherever they are, depending on where their host family is. Like we had some people that were in Alaska.
Wow.
There were some people that went to Hawaii.
That's extremely interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. So I was placed in Florida, South Florida. The first family I lived with, I had a roommate, was also an exchange student. Her name is Yumi from South Korea. Shout out to Yumi, I know she's watching. Love that girl, we're still in contact. The family we lived in, I'm not telling you it was all rainbows and sunshine. Obviously, there was some challenges, but it kind of shaped you, kind of made you like, these were just obstacles that made you like stronger. Obviously, the family we lived in, they were nice and all. It was just, they had toddlers and they were not really used to dealing with teenagers and don't know how it is. They were still like a young couple that just had like 2 kids, and their kids were like 3 years old. So then we had to kind of like split up, change our families. And then after that, I went with my other host family, which was amazing. I love her. Still contact with her. She even came to visit in Kuwait. Bruni, I love you.
Okay.
They're still like they were kind of like a family. You know, they treated you like family. You lived with them for a whole year.
So you actually became a family at the end.
You became a family, yes. And yeah, definitely like just trying to keep it as brief as possible. Met a lot of friends there from the States, and then as well as like the exchange students that were there, we would all also meet. Still in contact with all of them, so that's why I would say it's a very life-changing experience. Came back to Kuwait for high school senior year to finish off, and then I knew instantly, I'm like, I want to go abroad to study. That's when I started applying for colleges abroad. And at that time, I was kind of like a high achiever. I wanted like all the best university and the best. So I applied, I got accepted to Boston and Michigan, and I wanted to go to USC, which I got waitlisted at. And then my dad came and told me, you know what, why don't you go to Miami? It's, the place. Yeah. Because he's lived there in the States before, and they know all the different, he's been around the States, and he's like, Boston, Michigan is cold. Why do you want to go there? It's, apparently he knew I was not a winter person before I knew
we
myself.
all knew you weren't a winter person, to be honest.
And then Miami was the very last option that I applied for. I even applied for undecided when I applied, and then I got accepted. And then when I did my research online. Back in the day, it was YouTube videos.
True.
I was like, I think Miami is the place. So I decided to go there. Never thought twice. Miami is my home. Loved it.
You're such a Miami girl. It's the humidity. it's the vibe. It's everything. It's your sense of style as well.
Yeah, definitely. Went there, stayed there for 9 years, did my bachelor's, did my master's, and even worked there.
Yeah.
I just felt like home there, honestly. Felt where I belonged. Love that place. Love the beach. Love the weather. Love everything. No winters. The fruits. Back to the fruits.
This is, I think this is where you got the love of fruits, or let's say...
I was always, since I was a kid, I think in our family, like, we're fruit eaters.
Okay.
My mom, my dad, every night they have fruit. So I guess I just grew up with that.
Okay.
But yeah, basically my whole, I would say, younger adult life, I lived abroad. And it really did shape who I was, social skills, making friends, being, trying, as I said, like, I'm always trying out new things. It's because, like, I had exposure to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always, taking the opportunities, whatever opportunities I got, an interesting class or like an interesting fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, basically, I don't know. What more do you want to know?
No, I think you saw basically a lot of interesting things, like living in Miami specifically because of how diverse that state,
Yes.
the Florida state is. I think you covered a lot of aspects that I don't think you would have covered if you went to Michigan or
Definitely.
Boston or.
And because Miami was so diverse, you didn't feel like an outsider there. I did not feel like I was a foreigner.
Mm-mm.
I felt like I belonged there. I felt like, I was part of the community.
Yeah.
And because it was very like Latin Caribbean, and that's very close to the Arab culture as well.
True.
So it just felt natural.
Yeah.
I even learned how to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
we throw it up here. We throw a couple of words.
Definitely.
But yeah.
But like I think you also pass as a Miami girl.
Arabs would pass as,
Yes.
Latin. You would go there, they'll speak to you in Spanish automatically, thinking
Yes. You're one of them.
you're one of them. I'm like, okay, why not?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you studied there, both your bachelor's and your master's, and then you worked there.
Yeah.
So what was the difference? I don't want to get into majors. I don't want to get into what did you do there as working or as studying, because I think that's going to be left for a whole new episode.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to keep it as brief
No,
as
we're
possible.
just focusing on
the experience.
itself, and from Kuwait to another country. So basically in your case, it was the States.
You know what's interesting? When I traveled, like the first 2 times, I never felt homesick.
Okay.
I
think because you traveled a lot, even growing
maybe
up.
when I was growing up, I like every summer we were out
Yeah.
and I did, as I said, a couple of trips with the school before. So I never really felt homesick. I just adapted quickly. I was like, okay, adapted, this is the new thing. Like, this is my life now. Just adapt with it. And it actually made me like kind of like I guess it gave me that skill of being highly adaptable to certain situations because of those experiences.
Yeah.
School, uni versus work life there. Oh, it's completely different. Uni was fun. I loved my college years. It was really fun. And the universities there, and they make it fun for you. There's a lot of activity. There's always something going on. It's always either a football game or, for example, homecoming, they brought Ludacris for the students for the first time. Then they've had Future, like just as a concert. So that was in itself was something to look forward to. The campus itself wasn't a campus.
Okay.
And I think it's also very special to the Miami campus. I might be biased, but it is the most beautiful campus, in my opinion. It doesn't feel like a campus. You have like palm trees everywhere. There's like animals roaming around, ducks and squirrels and everything. There's like a pool in the middle. There's a fountain. So it didn't feel like a campus. You weren't in it felt really like you're in a resort.
Okay. There's a calming sensation to it.
Yeah. It's like you're in a resort because of the palm trees and the weather and all that. It was college was hard. Like my major was pretty tough. We made the best out of it. We made it work. Probably heard a bunch of stories I told you. But it was a fun experience. Like if I were to go back, I would do it again, same exact way. I would not change a thing. Although like sometimes I think to myself, like I went into this major because back then like there wasn't a lot of options. You were good at math, you go to engineering, you got a lot of good grades, medicine or whatever.
Yeah.
So we just went into that. But you know what? Like that kind of what made it nice. Like I don't know. Like if I would go back again, I would do the same exact thing. I wouldn't change a thing.
Okay.
Then going to the work.
Working in the States, I know it's hard because
It's
like
hard.
I know it's tough.
People there work a lot. Like they work hard.
Yeah,
and there work very hard.
To be honest, I think it's only in the States.
I don't know. I cannot say because I did not work in other countries abroad. But in the States, they work hard and long. It's very competitive. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. But it's my field. I worked in construction management. It was fun because it wasn't a normal desk job. It's not monotonous. I liked that. Like, I would go on the site. We would like deal with different situations, deal with different projects. But one of the last projects I worked on was the Miami Transplant Institute. So it was a fun, experience, but not for me.
You don't like that 9 to 5 job?
I just dealing with the traffic. That's something I do.
So how do you commute usually in Miami?
By car. It's like Kuwait. America is like the U.S. Maybe New York or San Diego is different, but we don't have a subway. You need a car. We had a metro, but it doesn't take you too far. You need a car.
Okay, so everything was by car.
Another thing nice about the States is the road trips. That's one of the things. Close, well, Miami wasn't close to everything. The closest thing was Orlando or the Keys. Other than that, to leave the state, you would have to drive 7 hours just to leave Florida. But it was nice. The views was nice. The beach there. The countries around that you can travel to, that's all nice. That's all that's a whole different episode. We'll probably to dive deep into those. Yeah,
and to pinpoint all of that.
Yeah.
But like we know you're not about that 9 to 5 life. We know you're not about that fingerprint. Buzzing in, buzzing out.
We didn't have fingerprints there, but obviously you had to show up.
It was a card access, wasn't nothing? Okay.
Because it's a site job. We had I don't know about other jobs. As I said, I'm just talking about based on my experience. Yeah. It was a site job. Like, you work on site with an office on site, a temporary office. It was a fun job, honestly. I got to learn a lot of things, dealing with different types of people, different. When you're building different projects, you have different aspects. So it was a fun job. Okay. It wasn't for me. The job wasn't like a normal job wasn't just for me. I need to spread my wings and fly.
No, you were always meant to be a freelancer. You were always meant to be like within the word freelancer. The word free suits you extremely well. Thank you. Extremely well. So,
do you want to know anything else? Did I miss something? I probably missed a lot of things because, as I said, I'm just making it very brief. I don't want to make this whole thing about me. But yeah, Miami.
What would you say to anyone like that's going abroad?
Any student that is graduating, just do it. Don't be scared. I know you are, like, probably a lot of you guys are scared because, especially for some that haven't left or traveled alone without their family or haven't left like their home in a while. It is scary. It's a whole thing. And now looking back at it, I was like, damn, how did my parents let me go? Like, I have nieces at that age now. When I went abroad, I'm like, wow, I had left. I went to a whole different country at that age in school. Like, I wasn't even an adult. How did I do that?
But you need to do such things to overcome all the fear.
And the thing is, like, I was, like, in my case, I was not afraid. I was excited to go. I was like, sign me up, yalla, counting down the days to leave.
And as I said, I think it all goes back on the fact that you traveled a lot.
Yeah.
Like summers, winter break, spring break, whatever. Yeah. Used to travel. So how, like, the airport works, when you land in a place, what do you do? Especially, I think the best thing about the States is because we know the language.
Yeah.
So you're not afraid of anything. You don't lack communication.
Definitely. But, like, the craziest part of it is just, like, going and living with a random family for a year and those will be your family.
Yeah, I want to
adapting to that.
I want to pinpoint on that because I know a lot of people who went on the YES program and they came back within a month.
As I said, it's not a good experience for everyone. Sometimes, like, thank God, alhamdulillah, the family I lived with were amazing. We're still in contact with. I'm still in contact with. And even when I went to study abroad, like, because we were just half an hour away, I would go visit her. I would visit them and see them. Some did have not the best experience. And
they came back within a month.
It was hard for them. They couldn't deal with it. And even with my hardships, I didn't even tell my family because I know they would worry. I was like, yeah, everything is fine, everything is good. Even when I was like, we were dealing with this shifting of one family to another because of that, what we were going through.
Did they know about that?
They didn't know until it was happening. Like until khalas.
You're moving to another family.
I'm moving. During that time when we had the issue, because also the family we were living in, a lot of them didn't speak English, so there was a language barrier as well. They didn't know. They would ask me, how is everything? I was like, it's cool. But they didn't know. About that, actually, I just remembered, schools there were different too. Completely different experience.
Okay.
And when I went there, I was like, what I want to do, I want to take classes that I don't have the opportunity to take here back in Kuwait. First, because we switched different families, I went to do 2 different schools. So the first school I went to, one of the interesting classes was like car mechanics. I was like, okay, let me learn about how to deal with the car. And so I took, but I didn't stay long. It was just a month and then we had to switch. But that was something that...
you'd never seen Kuwait, honestly.
Yeah, and a school. And they had a whole mechanic shop, a workshop in the school. And then as I was leaving that school, I saw one time, the first school, there was this team that was the drill team. It was like a drill team. They were like doing a lot of drilling in the field, like practicing. And that was the ROTC program for them, which is what they call it is like the junior army program for them or something. Okay. And then when I went to the new school, I was like, okay, I'm going to sign up for that class. And I signed up. And that school, it was a Navy. So it was the Navy JROTC, so Navy Junior... I forgot the acronym. But basically, Army, kind of like military stuff. And then I joined I joined the drill team there. I was like, I want to do that. It was crazy. We had to wear uniforms once a week. We had to like flat uniforms, hair in a bun with the cap. With the
cap and everything.
Shoe polished, a belt is polished. But that class actually made me when I say fitness, like I played sports in school, but that class we had a fitness test at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. That's where I learned how to do push-ups. And during lunchtime, we would have to in 1 minute we would have to do like as many push-ups as we can. It was a challenge, and I would just that's where I learned how to do push-ups. That's where I ran my first 1.5 miles. So it did, as I said, shape me.
Interesting. So what other courses did you take besides the junior Navy?
No, I had to take the normal classes, of course. I took Spanish. I wanted to.
Obviously, you were living in Miami, so...
I tried flag football, class. That's where I went to my first gym, LA Fitness, at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I signed up for our first gym. That was in high school, but then what else? Yeah, I don't know. That's what comes to mind right now.
So I think when you started working, you knew that you wanted to be, or you were fitness or into the health and wellness realm.
I got into it since 2011. Since I went to college, as I mentioned in the previous episode, I started diving into the whole getting healthy and all that stuff. And that's when I started. I remember I started going to the gym. I was doing weights, and since 2012, since before it was a thing. And I remember a lot of people were like, what are you doing? Why are you lifting weights? It's not for girls. You want to look like a man? I'm like...
We still hear those comments now.
And even now that's very common.
Yeah.
It's very normal. Imagine 2011, 2012. Yeah. And in college, I tried. That's where I got really deep into yoga, and I tried Pilates and the aerial. Oh, actually, about that.
We gotta define what an aerialist is.
I need to define, because I got some people asking me what the hell is an aerialist, because someone thought I was into aliens. That's a whole different.
No idea why and how they come to that thought, but
that's a whole different discussion. Aerial arts are considered circus arts, where you're doing. It's a form of. It's not really an exercise. A form of art you see in the circus with the hoop, the silks, the straps, all suspended in the air, that hence the aerial part. So yeah, that's where I started. Boxing, of course. That's where I started kickboxing, and I went to boxing. So I was very active there. I tried like all different classes, and that's when I dove deep into that.
Interesting. But I'm glad we cleared that out.
The aerial part.
It's
not aliens.
It's not that has nothing to do with aliens, believe it or not.
They do exist though.
If you say so, I'm not gonna.
Different convo for a different day.
I'm not gonna even like
open that up.
No. I'm not even gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I ain't get into it. Nope. I ain't doing it.
All right, Salil, enough about moi. I know you avoided that question and turned it to me.
No, we're just walking through a timeline.
Tell me about your experience. Dígame.
So, basically, I worked in Spain, in Madrid, for about 6 months.
Madrid.
Yes, Madrid, España. So, I was literally blessed with the most amazing group. I did the whole program of the Kuwait Fund, the Kuwait Arab Economic Fund. And I was honestly blessed with the most amazing group because we did 3 months here in Kuwait, pre-Spain. So I knew the people, but they weren't from the same batch as me, because like the program was divided into 2 classes, and most of the people that I ended up in Spain with were from the other class. And honestly, I had the best time of my life. I loved working in Spain. Yes, I was afraid starting that whole journey because I did my degree here in Kuwait in my bachelor's.
And what was your job there?
My job there was electrical and control system engineer. And it was a desk job. I was mostly into designing and control systems, obviously. But it was extremely diverse because we were working in a joint venture company. So basically you had the best of both worlds. You would work for an international company half of the time with international standards, and then at the same time your managers, your colleagues, and all of that, and also the customers were Spanish.
How was that working with non-English speaking?
Oh my God. I think that was the scary part for me because even in high school, we used to have that third language, that
Spanish or French.
So it was either Spanish or French, and I was always taking French. French was something we spoke in the house. It was something I grew up in. My mom was teaching me, was basically putting me in French classes. Even outside of school, we used to take like in the summer, we used to take like French classes, just to like enrich the French values and the French language within. But all of a sudden I got chosen to go to Spain, and I have 0 Spanish background, 0. So I remember we took Spanish courses in the UK.
Oh, they gave you classes before going?
Yes, so we took that and we did that for 4 weeks, so basically a month. But still, you will never be able to learn.
You need to practice it.
Yeah, you will never be able to learn a whole language in a month here in Kuwait specifically, because you're not using it.
Even the Spanish they teach you is the formal Spanish.
Yes,
it's not like because each country that speaks Spanish is kind of like Arabic. The dialects are different.
True. So basically, one of the things that I learned in Spain, and that differentiates, let's say, Madrid's part from the Catalan part, which is Barcelona and all of the other countries.
Barcelona.
Yes. So they have a lisp when it comes to the S. So everything they say that has an S, it's pronounced as a th. So because I want to say something now, like my
Narith, I don't know, nose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everything, and this is how we used to differentiate if someone is a true Madrid resident or not, or actually they were from, for example, Latin America, or
that's
from
completely different.
Exactly. So you would know that from the dialect.
Yeah.
And we started figuring that out 2 months in. You're working with them, you're using the language, they're teaching you how to pronounce something correctly.
So wait, the whole job, like as a day-to-day job, it was all in Spanish. Paperwork was in Spanish.
Paperwork was in English because, as I said, it was a joint venture.
Okay.
And you're there most of the time, by the way, translating for other employees.
English to Spanish.
English to Spanish. Because most of them, they do have an English background. I'm not saying that they don't, but their English is not as good as yours. And I remember one of the projects we were working on was for a Gulf country. And of course, Gulf countries, when they work with international companies, everything is in English and everything is in extremely formal English. And to them, that was a shock. So at that time, me working for that project, I remember I was doing 3 languages at one time. Because when we are setting up meetings with that company, if it was a meeting between myself and them directly, it would be held in Arabic because that was our dialect and we would understand each other and it would make everything go smoother. But if it was me, them, and some other department or some other manager, it would be in English. And if it was something internal, it would be in Spanish. So going through that project specifically, I've dealt with 3 languages.
Damn, 1 language is enough. This time 3.
And it was a whole new perspective, like moving to a new country with a new language that I had no background of. Don't get me wrong, I love it. And I love the challenge that it put me through, because if it wasn't for that challenge, I wouldn't be able to understand Spanish now. I'm not going to say I'm fluent in Spanish because I'm not.
Of course.
I'm more fluent in French than I am in Spanish, but I do understand when someone talks in the background. I do get what they're speaking. I know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, if it's a compliment or not. I can order. I can know what are the ingredients. I know what the colors are. It's the basics that I know.
To get yourself around.
Exactly. And when it came to engineering, that's something else.
Oh yeah, that's... English in itself is hard.
Exactly.
Well, that's interesting. And
So
what about the life there?
Oh, I think I had the best work life ever. I mean, it was... But coming back then to Kuwait, I think it had a negative aspect, because you need to clock 8 hours a day. But the best part about it is that you could bank it. So basically, if you worked overtime today, you would have Friday off or half a Friday. So what we used to do is work overtime during the weekday, and then... So basically, just to ensure it, we either get Friday off, so we banked all our hours and we have Friday off, or we have half of Friday. And we used to come to work with our backpacks, because right out of work, we're going to the metro, we're heading to like a new city, just discovering, or we're traveling to like a new country.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
I swear, living in Europe and being able to travel to Portugal, to Sweden, to Denmark, and it was the cheapest thing ever. It was like, what, $20?
Yeah, their domestic flights are really...
Yes, and it wasn't that domestic flight that you feel that it's gonna clamp over you, honestly, but it was a very decent, flight, and I love it. I love that lifestyle, and I can't wait to have another opportunity to go back and
I was just about to ask you that question. If you got the opportunity, would you take it?
Oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to go back and like just experience that all over again.
Have you gone there? Have you gone back there without, like, as a tourist?
Unfortunately, I haven't. After that, I came back. Because I love the corporate life so much, so I dove immediately into that. And I never had the chance to go back to Spain. And when I decided to do that, COVID struck.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm still waiting for that chance to go back.
Inshallah.
But like, I don't think I'll ever see Madrid the same, because
it's different. It's always
living
like,
there and being a tourist there is a whole nother thing.
And even if you were to go get another job there, it's not going to be the same experience as it was when you first. It's always, each experience is unique as its own.
Honestly, it is. And like here in Kuwait, because you do everything by car, so it's just what it is, you know. Your commute every day, every single day is by car. But there, no, you're taking the bus, you're taking the metro. The car is usually the last option.
Yeah, they have a quite good system, I heard.
Yeah, they do. Honestly, they do. But like, the car is usually the last option. And yes, we used to travel a lot, but like going to the UK when I was young and going to Canada, France, and all of that, we never took the metro because we travel as a huge family. So you never decide to take the metro. You never decide to take the bus. And growing up and hearing all the rumors about like people getting...
No, that wasn't...
We heard it, honestly.
Because I used to go in London. We used to go. Yeah. We used to go to the underground. Or the bus. We're used to that, and it's quite safe. And even as kids, like we just...
Yeah, you just take it. No, honestly, I had an extreme dislike regarding the underground and the metros and all, and even the buses.
So that's good you broke that barrier.
I had to.
Yeah.
You know? And I think this is what I like in most of the things that I do right now, even in my current job, is the challenges. Because I have a lot of limitations, and I put those limitations on myself. And when I basically break out of it, I'm like, why did I put it in the first place? Like, okay, yes, I was protecting myself of something, but was it that extreme? Was it that necessary? So I think I do believe that everything happens for a reason. I'm an extreme believer of that quote. And everything that's happened so far just justifies that quote for me.
About that, by you living abroad, like for work and stuff, did it ever cross your mind thinking, oh, maybe what if I had studied abroad? What if?
Always.
Like, would you have loved to have that opportunity to study abroad?
Yes, I wouldn't. Like, I'm a liar if I said no, honestly. It's because I'm always open for new opportunities and new challenges. And I love discovering new locations and new experiences. And I know how college and the effect it has on someone.
Definitely.
You know, whether you're studying abroad or home, you're experiencing something.
Because it's your developmental stage as an adult.
It's a crucial stage.
It is, because that's your, like, you're in this life now. You're an adult thrown into life, yalla. And it's you're fresh out of school. Mm-hmm. That's where, like, you build all these, like, skills, social skills mainly. Yeah. So it does shape who you are.
Yeah. And you're in this part of your life that this degree will shape you and make you, and you can take it and run with it. But I've seen people who broke down in university and they weren't able to complete it because they didn't have the right support or the right state of mind.
Absolutely.
Because as you just said, we are at our most fragile moment at that time. And yes, I do believe that if I studied abroad, I think I would have learned more or been exposed more. But nevertheless, I never regret anything in my life, especially if it was positive. And my university life here in Kuwait actually was kind of positive, let's say, because I've dealt with things I never thought I would deal with.
I think it made you appreciate that experience even more.
Definitely, because I've entered a university where my major was extremely new. We were a batch of 2 engineers. I graduated class of 2015, and we were only 2 electrical engineers.
That's amazing.
So basically, I was the hamster,
the guinea pig
of the university back in the day. And so now, anyone would come and tell me, Salil, yo, let's do this. You know, it's new. Let's just do this. I'm gonna be like, okay, why not?
Yeah, I truly believe take every opportunity as it comes. If it's a good opportunity, take it, and you never know where you'll end up.
Exactly. But back in the day, I was never afraid of like, oh, this is a new major in the university. What's gonna happen? What's the curriculum?
Telling you, because we haven't had so many experiences. We're just fresh out of school. Yeah. And we're just taking every experience, every opportunity as it comes.
Exactly. But now thinking about it, I'm like, I was nuts. I was not signing up to go to a university with the major that I wanted. But I was the first batch. We entered.
You never know. Maybe you had a high impact on that university.
I'm glad I have, because honestly, I can see the positive impact, because nowadays we were 2 graduates, as I said, back in 2015, and now they're more than 150 plus graduates every single year.
That's amazing,
graduating from electrical engineering. So seeing that change within 10 years, that's amazing. That's amazing, because realizing that those 2 engineers actually made it, and we shifted the curriculum, and the curriculum actually changed 4 times actually within the 4 years.
Yeah.
It shifted 4 times, and we were the guinea pigs, and we were okay with it. And I think part of it is because we were trying to shape it for others, and we didn't mind that. So I think that was the sacrifice.
Yeah. Well, look where you're at now. Be proud.
I love it.
Be happy.
I love it.
Back to Spain.
Yeah.
Madrid. I know we're kind of like we're foodies. We love to try out foods and, different cultural foods. What was your favorite dish, I want to say, or something that you tried there? Because I know they have very good paellas.
Paellas were good, but if you want to have really good paellas, you go to the south of Spain.
Of course, yeah.
You don't eat it. Don't even try it in Madrid. Like, you can try it if you want, but haram.
Yeah, it's not. They don't have fresh seafood there.
They don't. Yeah. Honestly, they don't. So if you want to really try good paella and good fish and good seafood, go to Andalusia. So any part of the Andalusia area, you go, you eat fish till there's no fish anymore in the sea, and just enjoy it. But in Madrid, there was one restaurant which was called Rodea, and it was your basic sandwich shop, but it was always easy to eat and to go. Another most important, I think anyone that would visit Madrid should actually visit that specific restaurant. It's Cotillera. So talking to people who graduated from the States, it's the equivalent to Chipotle, but we're in Spain. So I believe, because I'm biased to Spain, that it's better, because I think it's more an authentic aspect of the burrito, or the more authentic aspect of the taco. But I think that was the best part about it. It was the burrito, honestly.
Burrito.
Yeah, I never had a burrito like that ever again.
But then, what's the Madrid cuisine? Tapas? Would you
Tapas,
say?
definitely tapas. All day, every day. They would be They have the siesta, of course.
Of course.
So
afternoon nap.
The afternoon nap, and everything closes in Madrid during that afternoon nap. So you would have to basically pick and choose where to eat because not a lot of places are open. And most of the places that were opened, they were extreme international restaurants. And that was it for you. Other than that, you have to wait until like 6 p.m. or 6:30 at least for the restaurants to be open. And then you would see everyone outside, everyone enjoying a drink. Everyone's, their tables are filled with tapas.
I remember when we went to the southern Spain, they would stay up late till like 12, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, definitely.
And everyone's just joining together. It's like a communal thing.
Definitely. They're up until like 1 or 2 even a.m. sometimes in Madrid. And they're all about that life, family, friends, and uniting. And the tapas just keep coming. The tapas just keep coming. They work at 9 a.m. and they don't mind it, but they make sure they unite and they talk and
they socialize.
Exactly. And that's a huge aspect of something that I learned while I was there. That yes, you work hard, but never forget to enjoy life.
Definitely.
Never forget. And I love that. And I love how I started my career with that in mind.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I encourage everyone to go to Spain to work. Everyone. Everyone.
So talking about Spain and Spanish, I remember first episode you recommended Griselda.
Yes.
I watched it. Thanks to you. Finished it in a day.
How was it?
Oh my God, Sofia Vergara's acting in that show, amazing. Obviously, they glamorized it, honestly. They did glamorize the
true story was more horrific.
Yeah, they glamorized the show. They made it look like all fun and games, and they made Griselda Blanco look way prettier. But it was a show. Like the acting, from everything, from beginning to end was nice. Sofia Vergara's acting was amazing in that. I liked it.
It was tough, but I'm so amazed that you finished it in one day. I know that was long.
A day and a half. It was 8 episodes, was it? 6?
Yeah,
a day and a half. A day and a half. Started at night and then finished it the next day. But I was like, damn, you said it. You got me into watching this.
Yeah. And it was. I think it's mostly in Spanish, regardless.
It is. So that's why when I watch. First of all, it's in Spanish. Second of all, it was filmed in Miami, but like old Miami, so it's not the same. But I was talking about Spanish. I was trying to, when I was watching, I was like, I'm trying not to read the subtitles. I want to understand what they're saying.
And you kind of do because it's really close to the Arabic. And
then like not even that, like just the dialects itself. It's a different dialect. I was like, okay, I'm like, oh, this here, South Beach.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a fun fact, but it's a fact that the Spanish people, they don't like to be associated with Latin American.
And vice versa.
Really?
Not in terms of association. It's more of the language. Like, the Latin Americans, they see their dialect as like, oh, what is that dialect?
Yes.
They're speaking from the nose.
Yes.
And then with the Latin dialects, even within that community and living in Miami, you can tell like, oh, this person has a Puerto Rican Spanish. This is Venezuelan, this is Colombian, this is Cuban, this is Dominican. Once you live with them, you get to know the different.
True. I only know the Spanish, so.
No, I was exposed to all of them.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, when you were talking about it, I was like, I didn't know it was based on a true story.
No, it was based on a true story.
And surprisingly, I read this interview, then after this, I was reading and like, what's his name? Pablo Escobar. That was like she was his like arch nemesis.
Yes.
But he respected her.
Because she was hefa.
Definitely.
She was all in. She got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
She wasn't afraid of no one.
Yeah. But don't recommend any more shows, please. I had to watch it because I was like, I got intrigued when you told me. I was like, okay, let me see. Put in that first episode. I was like, shit.
I'm intrigued in anything that is a true story or based on a true story.
Definitely.
And I mean, when I saw that statement on Griselda, and it's Sofia, so
but you didn't mention it earlier, so I didn't know when you were telling me. I thought it was just like a
show.
A show, and then when I went in, I was like, no, it is based on a true story. And her son is one of her sons that are still alive now.
I'ma hook you up on more.
No, please. Please, por favor. No.
I have to. I can't. I have to.
But then what else is new? Kanye West.
New album?
It launched surprisingly, finally.
Okay.
Vultures.
Did you hear the whole thing? Did you do your car party?
I still didn't finish the third listen, but I'm on the second listen. But yeah, of course.
Third listen?
I didn't finish the third listen. I on the second listen.
Second listen of the whole album?
Yeah. It's 16 songs only. It's
Jesus
short. It's quite
Christ.
short.
That was
15?
15?
There was a song removed from Spotify unexpectedly. Nobody knows why.
I don't know. I listened to
Wow. That's extremely intriguing. I want to know why right now.
The first day it came out, I listened to it. That's when I saw the list was 16.
Okay.
Didn't realize it. But no, there's a couple of really...
We need to look behind the scenes to understand why it was removed. Oh my God.
But, wallah, there's really good songs, deep songs. He went deep and I really liked... it's with the Playboy Carti.
You've been annoying me with that song.
Oh.
You've been annoying me with that song. Was this the verse that you were annoying me with? What was that part of the album? The new
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something older.
No, I mean because they did they kind of did pre-launch listening parties before where they did sing a couple of songs. But no, that song "Talking," which you're referencing that part, that Northwest's chorus part. She that song day one, I think it got 3 million or has either 3 million or 30 million listens on Spotify. Wow. And it hit the Billboard chart. She's an
icon.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, she's I think she's a teenager now, no?
I think she's 12, 10.
She's an icon
but
at 12.
No, it is a catchy. It could get annoying, but it is catchy.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it. You've been annoying me for 3 days.
Because I'm your bestie, baby.
Oh my God.
Miss Westie.
Oh my God.
Don't try to test me.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
It's going to get messy.
I just had to make her sing it because
I'm not singing it. I'm just saying
Yeah,
it.
you're just saying, okay.
Because no, I'm not going to sing it.
Okay.
Because, I'm just trying to have you bless me.
Yeah. Amen to that, sister.
Just bless me.
Amen to that.
لا بس والله it was a very highly anticipated album. Supposedly this is only part 1. There's part 2 and part 3.
Did we know why it was removed?
It was Donna Summers. I don't know who that was. That
okay.
Some musician.
Okay.
She complained for copyright. They sampled something.
Oh.
He got denied and still used it.
Oh yeah. I think I saw that tweet about it. It was صح. I saw a tweet about it.
About the removal of the 16
No,
song?
not about the removal, about her complaining.
Oh, about her
complaining. And he asked to sample, but I didn't give permission. They used it and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's a couple of songs really hit, are deep songs. You can
let me know whenever you start your third party. I want to join.
I think Carnival is going to be a banger.
Okay.
Carnival and Talking, but what else? Well, let me see the list. I forgot. But
whenever you start the third journey into listening, I want to join the party.
I don't start. I just, it's in the car playing, Whenever I get in the car, when the verse done, repeat, listen to it again. But sometimes I don't focus because sometimes when you don't focus on it and it a beat catches your attention, you're like, oh, what is that song,
Yeah.
So that's why I like to listen to them a couple of times just to kind of don't have a biased opinion. Because sometimes you hear a song first time, you don't like it, you're like, ugh, what is this song? Mm-hmm. And then you hear it again.
I've had that a lot,
yeah,
honestly.
wide, yeah. Keys to My Life is really good. What else? King.
From this song, King.
I didn't Beg Beg Forgiveness. That was my least favorite song, honestly. But yeah, Talking.
That's your favorite. I can say it. I can tell you that.
It got stuck. It really does. That chorus sticks to your... But no, it's a good song. It's a good song. But yeah, listen to it. It's been highly anticipated. And honestly, Kanye is Kanye. He is a genius, honestly. I do believe that. Anything he goes into in terms of fashion or
True.
music. He disrupts the industry.
Yes, he does.
Even like this, the Super Bowl, supposedly he did an ad where he paid $0 for, and it got more views than
Anything else.
I heard differently. I heard he paid $8 million, but the whole ad was he shot it on his phone while he was in the car.
And I heard,
Fudge?
but I heard the opposite. I heard like he just went on the phone without paying anything, and it got 21 million views or something.
I don't know. But I saw the video. There's a video
Of him talking. Yeah, I don't know. Like you hear different stuff.
مو هذا هو شنو يسمونه the grapevine. It's rumors على rumors.
Yeah, you read. I don't know. But yeah,
Interesting. Extremely interesting.
intéressant.
I'll show it to you.
لا, and I saw the video. It's just the news that I read about them. That was, it was weird. But actually, you reminded me. I also want to show you. I saw a video of like a promotion. Griselda's.
Y'all, this Gay, and it's my commercial. And since we spent all the money on the commercial spot, we actually didn't spend any money on the actual commercial. But the idea is, I want you to go to Yeezy.com, YEEZY.com, and I'm gonna write it at the bottom of the screen. And I got some shoes, and that's it.
بقالة.
I got some shoes. You know, it's imagine in the Super Bowl there's a commercial playing like that.
But
So Kanye, I love it.
no, like it's unconventional. That's what I like about it. Like he comes and disrupts the industry.
This is extremely unconventional.
Yeah.
يعني
It's unconventional, but like
it's YEEZY.com and I got some shoes and I got لا wait ما قاعد نبيع كندر احنا هني ولا لبن. I'm just saying يعني لا أيوة from the yeah.
I told CE, yeah, that's what I meant. Like it actually made يعني, an impact.
I don't know how you get there, but I want to get there.
I don't know.
Hustle. It's all about the hustle.
Hustle.
It's all about the hustle.
Griselda's promo. I saw a video also. Look what they did. They put powder, like because it's like cocaine. They put powder on the floor.
That's bomb.
Yeah.
That's bomb. That's amazing. I don't know who the marketing manager is,
It was, yeah.
but that's amazingly cool. Okay. Okay. I'm so glad you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, but please, no more shows for a little while now.
Let's see what happens. I don't know. Can't promise anything.
There is a movie. I saw there's a movie. I still haven't watched it yet. Snoop Dogg's movie. For that one friend, Uncle Snoop.
Uncle Snoop. Hashtag Uncle
Hashtag Uncle Snoop.
Ammo Snoop.
Ammo Snoop. You know, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
It's called Underdogs, where he's like a retired, I think, football player that goes and he becomes a coach with Mike Epps. I like Mike Epps.
So is it coming out or
It's out already.
It's out already. Okay. We gotta check it out.
Yeah.
It's Ammo Snoop.
Ammo Snoop.
It's Ammo Snoop.
Where he's like, I mean, I think it feels like a typical kind of like storyline. I just want to watch it just to watch it. He's like an old retired football player. He goes to a team where, is it football or basketball? I don't know. I think it's football. He goes and Uncle Snoop, being Uncle Snoop, Snoop Dogg, he goes and he, like this team, he's their coach and stuff like that. It should be interesting. Yeah.
Gotta watch it.
I haven't watched it yet. That's on my next list. So
Inshallah.
movies, يعني you can.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wrapping up. Should we wrap it up?
we should. خلاص we had enough fruits for the day.
Enough fruits.
بس خلاص.
Save some for next time.
بس.
Maybe next time what I'll try to do is bring you the dried version of those fruits.
No. I'm good.
Mangosteen you'll like.
I'm good with only mangosteen then.
The longan is also good.
إن شاء الله مو اليوم باكر. No.
All right. Wrap it up. As always, big love, peace. Keeping
it for real.
Peace.